their money. Gravesite fees. Let's go. Ah, shizer. That was a waste. Oh well, 9 points. Alright, let's go convince these people to give me their money.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Corporations. Alright, who else needs to collect? That's not it. How to put the damn gun away? That just swishes it. Screw it. Oh, doctor.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
So's paying your bill.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Yes, you mean
As
broke.
broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I'm gonna stay as a corporate dick. Pay up,
With what? My own blood?
if necessary.
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Well, I don't know. What do you got?
Much obliged.
Let's go talk to Silas.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
About
You
those
run into any
fees.
trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners, skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Alright, we'll see. Oh my god, it's smack. It's kind of late for you, isn't it, man? I don't usually see you around after 5, but then again, I'm usually at work too. Plus, you're always up at like 3 in the morning. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, he's right there. Pretty sure he's gonna see me head in here. Video game logic. It's not RDO. Probably gonna play that later on with the wife and kiddos when she gets off work. Right now I wanted to play something solo, and I suck at RDO solo. Alright, well, let's start this bastard.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
We need to play with Dead Willie for sure. I found an open. I just walked right past you to get in the room, dude.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
Or watch people go into
Eugene's
your back
golden
room.
teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure you won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Yep.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide. What can I do for you?
Prepare my
A
shit.
ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability... I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental... Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our...
Alright. Grave fees are taken care of. And get some money. Hey, buddy. I got a bunch of your stolen shit. in my
Something
bag.
I can do for you? Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away, vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
We're gonna go with Marauders, probably.
Let me know.
So now I have to go find some damn Marauders.
Something I can do for you. Run into any reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it.
Yeah.
One good
please.
turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. I needed his fees because of his name. Hey, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Alrighty then. What's my next mission here? Oh, well, both of these require me to speak the read, so let's go. Nope, nothing in there. Wait, I got some shit too. 93. Yeah. Assault rifle. With 30 bullets. Hey, Cubby! Actually, I have, as long as I don't drop below 3, I have my average viewers. And this should be the last thing I have to do, is this stream will be my 7th or 8th, whatever the last number is I need for the average days.
Oh,
Totally
yeah.
unexpected.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Cubby is hosting.
You asked
You're
why
an
it's
awesome
taking
dude.
so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just
Pretty sure I fixed
try
this.
using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see
Look
you.
at there.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Yeah, I'm working on the chatbot.
Well, sure. It's,
Here, when I have some money
mostly
again,
on
we're going to
account
talk
of what
about
we're feeding
doing
into the mechanism.
a pretty basic
It puts
overlay
food in
and hat panels. I
we
think
have
are
food,
definitely
we
going to
have
be cool.
cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Can I shoot that hat off your head?
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more
It's a
respect.
mining gear. It's not a Marauder's outfit. Also, I don't work for you.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only
Looking for
regulator
bears.
we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
You're awesome, Cub. I will definitely do that. Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that
Mostly.
power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Yeah. When you say mostly abandoned,
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live
nice. I just recently got the butcher's table, so I've been doing a lot of hunting on RDO to keep it going. But the return seems pretty good. I mean, I did one small load for like, and got like $40 out of it. Riders aren't people.
there. The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters.
Shoot 'em in the
Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need...
head. All right,
My
what do
hope
we do?
is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came...
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trust...
Yep, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
I have a companion. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
What's the other side?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Yeah, this sounds fucked.
Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be it. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it.
Yeah, why not?
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta... That's what my dad...
I'm gonna talk to the vicar at some point anyway. But where is the vicar? Apparently not in town. Can you do... you can't even set up. That sucks.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
straight ahead to my left. Oh,
Wonder
I
if the
just walked a
plague's
little
ever
farther.
Since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl. Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in.
Absolutely. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
I take it it's more than 5 gold, McCud?
Music to my ears.
Okay, we can sell the shovels. Sell all the junk. Now, just repair everything. That's not bad. Compare left stick. Yeah, I don't want to spend any money right now on anything else. Smack is back.
Another day at the cannery.
Alright. This map sucks. I want to meet the vicar. Covered, deliver Reed's message. Oh, screw you guys then. I do definitely want to make sure I talk to these guys first, so deliver Reed's message. Oh wait, that's where the vicar is. Cool. Okay. Back to where it was. Scouter 2, what's up? Where are you, Vicar?
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Oh, you're just the other door. There's what I wanted. How do I get in here?
What is that weird in here? It's too cold.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of
frames like
town.
crazy. What the hell happened to the internet in the last 10 minutes? Yep, Rivardi wanted to talk to you.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut the power off.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Yeah, what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Yeah, we'll try that.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I like handsome sums.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
That'll look
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. You guys ready for something a little more exciting than walking around town? Let's go kill some things. Whatever. Didn't know I was stealing, but whatevs. I do what I want.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella. I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terror.
Unlicensed
I
terrible.
think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own side.
Okay. Keep trying to use the long controls. And you have Behemoth in your title. We're gonna skip right past you.
Shh.
seems that the corporations are doing such a great job. I mean, look at all this flourishing property out on the planet. I killed a slug. Kind of a badass, you know. Don't judge me. Here's left.
Move along, stranger. You don't want any trouble.
Don't really care.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves.
Yeah, I can tell.
If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find her?
Over in the hothouse. Enough with the questions. Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go. Can't imagine where she's gone. Veils of. Could do without the.
Search those home clothes. Yep, all in here. And search other homes for shit still. Not that this one has much cheese.
Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Tobacco tea. Yep, Reed sent me.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Something about losing town, or going back to town, or losing power. I wasn't really listening.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positive. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out. He would do such a thing. Question. Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts, and if you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire...
I'll consider it.
I trust you will...
I kind of want to screw the corporations over. There we go. Ooh, we got some perks too. Of the world, most of my job personal trust is okay. Alone, I'm never gonna be alone. Yeah, so you're just fast. 20% speed. Ooh, now that's worthwhile. I never would have repaired my shit. How do I get out of here? Shit. Here we go. Door. Basically straight ahead. Where do I see all these marauders people keep talking about? I'm guessing at this plant, since like half my missions all culminated here. Ooh, and I see. God dang, I keep doing that. Try to sneak and instead I bash.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
I see a robot, if nothing else. I wonder if I can get through. Panel? So I'm guessing this way.
Sister unit.
That didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I think we need to switch to... gun. Nothing like going into a fight when you still haven't quite memorized the controls. Like, for example, I keep doing everything but crouching.
Performing.
All right! That's the last of them!
Yeah, nothing on you? Nothing? Oh, come on. Someone's got to have something. Here's some stuff. No. No. Kind of lame loot, guys. No. You will sell. Check. Before I do all that shit. 389. See, now that's what I need to check. You're better. Yeah.
The control room should be off to the right. I
Yeah.
hope we're doing the right thing.
I have a shotgun.
system.
Incoming!
Okay, that's where Jeez. Sorry, guys. Let's do this. Let's see if we don't run into the guy that we need to get my logic module. Yeah, it's back where I was. And this is the bathroom. Wait. No, this is where I just came from.
Sweeping the area.
Incoming! Ah! Not working! That's the last of them!
sure I activated one of them already. Still barred.
You're not real. You're not real. No, no, no. Just leave me alone.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Processing.
Incoming! Don't get through! We did it!
Barely. Still have insufficient weapon parts. Stairs.
One to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the mail?
Process investigation.
Incoming!
Oh, fuck me.
Everyone all right?
Just barely.
last.
How do I get back to where that dude was?
Wait, Phantom! Get away! Wait, Phantom! Get away! Get away!
I'll be right with you, crazy guy. Alright, now.
You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Well, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Wow. Tell me what's up.
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You were an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
One kill.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old... Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plan...
Yeah, let's just...
Ironic deaths are the worst. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting... Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also... There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to... Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just... The tail. Forgot.
lost again. What's up there?
Once we do, I'm back. Hey, mister? Look, do you understand? If you're sure.
Yep, I'm sure. We're gonna screw it to the company. Ooh, an open door. Yeah. Receptionist. I need that guy's card.
Oh, searching.
I thought that I turned
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss in productivity will be deducted.
How do I go downstairs? Ooh, vending machine. Where are you? How do I go downstairs?
I put my whole life in that cannery. You must be very proud. Desertion is a criminal offense. Hey, stop that! What's going on here?
What do you think you're doing? All right. I'll look the other way this time.
Okay. There's gotta be a way to get downstairs. Coming to the end of my time here. I'd like to get this done. There we go.
You want to know what gets... Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one. Is that right? I see. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and... All right, easy now. Let's not do anything. I'll order my guards to stand down.
Oh, gosh. See if I can get back to these guys before I finish up. Do I get a thank you from you people?
Oh, gosh. You hear that? That low, pleasant... I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on... Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow. Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the one. I am curious. Why did you help us? The mysterious. You're welcome among us.
Good as time as any to seal it up. You guys have been awesome. We're gonna call it a night. Thank you for joining.